Um, this is essentially the workflow of what a solution created on our platform would look like. Ultimately, these things are surfaced as web applications, and I'll show you a couple of examples of those in a moment. But essentially what we're doing is allowing you to gather information from individuals about a particular legal issue, usually in the form of some sort of question. So think of it as an online web interview, a questionnaire, whatever the right term that's familiar to you. That's essentially what we enable. In parallel to that, we also allow you to gather data from other platforms. So it might be a CRM system, there might be some other database that has information that's relevant to the interaction. We can also allow you through an integration component to bring in that information that value adds the workflow. In the middle is really the core capability of the platform. So this is where the reasoning box, the blue reasoning box, this is essentially where we're replicating that sort of legal decision making, that logical reasoning that you apply to a legal issue when you're going through and asking your clients particular questions about the scenario. So it might be an employment scenario, it might be a risk and compliance scenario, it might be a sales scenario where you need to draft some sort of legal agreement, confidentiality agreement, master services agreement, something of that nature. Applications are designed to reach a conclusion or an endpoint, and essentially that's when the application's got all the information it needs from the user to be able to generate its output. Once you've gathered and created that output, you can provide that inline on screen in the form of a web report or a web form. You can produce emails, provide that to other stakeholders for follow-up and action in the workflow scenario. You can generate a draft of an agreement, as I said before, using the document automation module. And then part of the power, and this is really what I'm going to show you today and focus on a little bit today, is the data that's captured and derived through these interactions. And it gives you, as a lawyer, complete oversight of the processes that are being undertaken, how long they're taking, how many are happening, and you're getting the full picture of who's interacting with these services and what's happening under the hood. And that data is really powerful, and I'll try to illustrate a little bit of that today.